So this is very interesting news. Now, do you guys know that old 80s TV, like not TV, but that old 80s anime movie Vampire Hunter D? I do. I used to have the DVD and I watched it like twice and then got rid of it. But still, I thought this was interesting because one of the reasons why I got rid of it, though I enjoyed the film, it had to be the dub. Now, hear me out. Yes, I know. Why don't you just switch to Japanese audio? Listen, I hate Japanese audio. Why? Because the audio technology, you can tell the microphones sound terrible. On top of that, Japanese voice acting, I don't know, I just don't like it as much from back then. So it's kind of ironic. It's like you can tell sort of that dubbing was terrible on both ends back then, even though really it wasn't terrible in the Japanese, it just felt like it was to me. But anyways, I thought this was interesting because even though I've seen on Right Stuff several times now that the Vampire Hunter D movie was available for pre-order. Wait, was it a movie or an OVA? I think I remember it being a movie. Let me check real quick. Okay. Well, technically it's an OVA, but I think it's only like a movie's running time. But anyways, I thought this was interesting because one of the reasons why I didn't like it was because I felt like it needed a newer dub. The dub it wasn't awful, but it was kind of bad for back then standards. It was kind of bad for back then standards. So yeah, it was kind of awful. But or was it? No, it was more kind of okay. I didn't live back then as an anime fan, so I wouldn't know. All I know is that today to now it sounds terrible. And this is coming from a guy who watched it like 5 years ago who didn't care about dubbing as much. So I thought this was interesting. First of all, as they got David Wald, which I automatically thought was a great choice because I love David Wald. Actually, all the Davids, David Wald, David Matranga, two Davids, two Davids. David Matranga better be in there somewhere. No, I'm just kidding. But David Wald, I think he's an excellent voice actor. I thought he was a great choice. This is all they've announced so far, but it really doesn't matter who they announce at this point because I'm automatically going to think, good, this needed a dub upgrade. Good, it needed it. so, so even though I haven't seen Bloodlust yet, the Bloodlust I never really got around to, but I'm probably gonna pick this up. I'll rewatch it. I'll pick up Bloodlust, Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust, and check that out. I just thought this was interesting. I'm glad that it's getting a redub because let's be honest, the old dub was kind of terrible. So that was my opinion on that. Well, have a good day. I don't really have a sign off, and